Hi there, good evening, and welcome to the public hearing for the Town of Smithtown Draft Master Plan. You might be asking yourself, what is the master plan? Let's say a property owner decides to sell their land. If the property owner was smack dab in your residential neighborhood, you wouldn't want the new owner to build a warehouse or a factory there, would you? No, you'd want someone to build another house. That's where the master plan would come into play. The town oversees all local zoning matters. That means if someone buys a piece of land, they are required by law to build based on what the zoning says can go there. It is not some magical document that just lets property owners build overnight. The comprehensive master plan is a roadmap for the future of the town over the next few decades. Additionally, the plan depicts the future goals of a town and gives advice on how to achieve those goals. It is a path to ensure open space remains protected land and how to expand that open space over time. The Smithtown Comprehensive Master Plan covers everything from environmental impact, social well-being, economic vitality, and sense of community. It is a manifestation of its citizens, which is why it is so important to get things right, and why the Town of Smithtown conducted a rigorous 3-year public outreach and input operation. A 360 marketing campaign strategy was implemented to inform the public. We began advertising efforts for public outreach, which included print media in the local papers. Regular news coverage, commercials, and public service announcements were produced and aired on social media, YouTube, and GTV. The town sent reminders through the town app, which currently has over 12,000 subscribers. We included the news inside the annual recycling calendar and tax bills, which went out in the mail. We hung posters in storefronts and at public venues like town library buildings, left flyers at vestibules at public service buildings, restaurants, and gyms, and enlisted the school districts to distribute flyers to the student body to bring home for mom and dad. We even offered community service to generate input from our youth. The first round of public input resulted in 370 people who signed up at the Hamlet Charrettes. 1,200 provided responses to the online survey, and an additional 500 respondents participated in Lake Avenue Vision Study. Based on the responses from the community, the Town of Smithtown Planning Department, Environment and Waterways, and the H2M team began preparations of the master plan. In December of 2020, the draft plan was introduced to the public in a second series of presentations, this time via 6 Zoom meetings due to the pandemic. Over 700 residents participated in the Zoom meetings, and over 1,000 residents tuned in via YouTube after the fact. After the second phase of public outreach, H2M, the Planning Department, and Environment and Waterways went back to the drawing board as residents expressed additional input based on the draft plan. The draft plan was officially amended at the town board meeting on June 8, 2021. Amended highlights include maintaining a light industry zone throughout most of the Townline Road, Old Northport Road industrial area, incorporating the Suffolk County Bike Master Plan into the town's master plan, in addition to filling in the gaps in the town's bicycle network. Recommendations for the zoning of the New York Avenue School property have been modified to protect current residential zoning, the preservation of athletic fields, and historical structures. The neighborhood business zone allows for retail use to continue. The modification and streamlining of the process for obtaining a certificate of existing use so that any property owners who are now deemed non-conforming as a result of the recommended amendments can easily obtain a certificate of existing use. Those changes bring us to today's public hearing, where we hope to hone and perfect the town's master plan. The final secret scope was issued August 2, 2021. A draft generic environmental impact statement is anticipated for the fall of this year. A mandatory public comment period will follow. The comprehensive master plan and the generic environmental impact statement will be revised as necessary to address those comments. And finally, the adoption of the secret findings and final comprehensive plan is anticipated in the spring of 2022. This master plan is the result of experts in their field at H2M, our talented professionals in Smithtown's Planning Department, Environment and Waterways, and you, the Smithtown residents who have played such a massive role in shaping the future of our community. Thank you for your input.